Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kadash. Double lines be to the apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders and Akim GMS, men that are like him, that is pushing his word with truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. Now I'm going to a quick lesson here, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, of course. This is going to be simply entitled Stockholm Syndrome. All right. We're going to get the definition, and we're going to get the definition of it and get some precepts. I was on my spirit. When you look at the state of Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all pretty much fit this syndrome. All right, you was taken by your captor, which are the so-called white man, the Edomites, and then now you got a psychological issue where you love to be in America. You love pretty much your enemy, man. All right, so we're gonna get Stockholm Syndrome, and we're gonna get a Numbers 11 chapter. When Jake was out of Egypt, and he still complained to the Heavenly Father. All right, that pisses the Heavenly Father off, all that complaining. When the Lord is taking you out of your captive, which we all know, America is modern day Egypt. All right, it's times two. But let's just share the screen. No more looking at me. Just gonna get this quick little lesson in, all through the spirit. All right. Stockholm Syndrome. All right. It says the feelings of trust or affection felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taken by a victim toward a captor. And were we not taken captive by our oppressor, mainly the so-called white man? You had other heathens play their part too. They're gonna catch theirs as well, but nobody did put more blood on the Israelites than the Edomites, man. All right, you can go into Psalms, the 83rd chapter, the crafty counsel. All right, that's all a part of the heathens' plan. Is to continue to keep Jake in a docile or spiritless state, which the Heavenly Father is gonna wake up. Who He's gonna wake up, Lord's will. I'm part of that hopeful, that beautiful number, man. 144,000, man. That's man, and the Lord's will, man. But anyways, Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological response that occurs when a captive begins to identify closely with the captors, as well as with their agenda and demands. It is a condition that is often observed in cases of kidnapping or hostage taking. Did people get kidnapped? All right, you taken into this land, this present day land, America, majorly, to serve out your slavery. We're not free here. No matter how much you think that we're free, Heavenly Father. Well, let's get in Baruch. Let me get back to that. All right, Baruch 3. See, Jake is through, man. That's how you know we're the Israelites, man. You got more love for your captors than your own brother, man. That's how you know we're the Israelites. All right. What is it? Third chapter. Let's see. Is it the third chapter? Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get on. I'll start at 1. Baruch 3, verse 1. It says, O Lord Almighty, power of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon verses. Because we have sinned before thee. All right, I'm just gonna continue to tell you that. It says, for thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of the children which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of their power, for the which caused these plagues to cleave unto us. All right, that's why we in a lowly state right now, because we have sinned unto the Heavenly Father. We was the only ones that can sin. All right, of course, through the covenant. The Lord only made a covenant with the Israelites, man, and we broke that covenant. That's why we needed a redeemer, which is Yahweh Shai, to be the mediator between the Heavenly Father and bring us back in great mercies with the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So Yahweh Shai is an extremely important figure, all right? It says, remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. And for thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for the cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts to the intent that we should call upon thy name. And the name is important. The Heavenly Father Yahweh and his only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. Those names are important. That's what's going to save us. All right. It's not Jesus Christ. All right. It's not Yahweh or Jehovah. It's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's extremely important. Oh, yeah. Praise thee in our captivity, for we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. It says, this is the point I wanted. He says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered verses for a reproach and a curse. There it is. And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our forefathers, of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. All right. That's the point. We are yet in this day in our captivity. We still in captivity. We're not free. All right. When Esau goes down, Yahweh Shai redeems us. We in our kingdom. That's when we're going to be free, man. All right. You guys went around, Jake went around acting like everything's all good, man. Everything's all fucking nice and dandy, so to speak. No, man. You got a target on your head every day. All right. But Jake ain't never gonna learn, man. Jake is always gonna side with his oppressor until he gets utterly destroyed. And that's what's about to happen. All right. Because America will be from sea to shining sea, a nuclear, oh man, it's gonna get real bad out here, man. And we can't wait, man. We're hastening the time of these nuclear missiles, man. That the quicker it comes, the quicker we can get the fuck up out of here. But Jake don't want to leave. Jake want to stay in America, man. Jake is through. Hard-headed, stiff-hearted. That's our people. That's how we know we're the Israelites. All right. The name of the syndrome is derived from a botched bank robbery in Stockholm, Sweden, in '73, where 4 employees of Severidge's credit bank were held hostage in the bank's vault for 6 days. Damn. During the standoff, a seemingly incongruous bond developed between captive and captor, one hostage during a telephone call with Swedish Prime Minister. There it is. That's where it derived from. I didn't even know that. All right. That's good information. But Jake is always going to side with his captor, man, because he got that syndrome, man. And it's a sickness, man. That's why the Lord's got to get rid of the 2/3. All right. Now, this is Isaiah 31 out of the Good News Bible. Now, this is Isaiah 31:1. It says, those, out of the Good News Bible, excuse me. It says, those who go to Egypt for help are doomed. And where's, like I said, where's modern day Egypt? America. All right. It says, those who go to Egypt for help are doomed. They are relying on Egypt's vast military strength, horses, chariots, and soldiers, but they do not rely on the Lord and the holy power of Israel, or ask him for help. We got to go to our prime source, man, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's our power. Esau's power is, of course, the sword, which he did a lot of work with, man. All right. But Jake always want to go down to Egypt for help. He don't want to rely on the Heavenly Father. Because Jake, you already know, lacks patience as well. Jake is a very, very impatient person, you know. Jake is extremely impatient. That's why, that's pretty much why they go down for Egypt and they trust in Esau's his might, his military prowess. They go down and trust in the government, Esau's military, the justice system. All right. It's just very Stockholm syndrome like. Now let's go to Numbers, and we're gonna close out. I think we got the point. We drove the point home. All right. Because Jake There's nothing new under the sun. Let's go and get that. Ecclesiastes, third chapter, I believe. Oh man, you know what? Let's get Ecclesiastes 3 verse 8, man, because there's a time and place for everything, man. All right. Let's see. Where is that? There's no thing on the sun. But let's just get that real quick. Damn. Oh, this is good. All right, let's just start at 1 and jump down. All right. Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, first verse. So everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens, which is true. All right. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. We're not in them stages right now. All right, we're gonna laugh and we're gonna have a great time when we dancing, praising Yahweh Shema in the kingdom, man. When this place gets destroyed. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Stop embracing your enemies, man. A time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Hey, man, that's the times we're in now. All right, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And what you think the time it is now? We're wartime. We're behind enemy lines, man. Oh, it doesn't matter. Every Israelite is behind enemy's lines, man, because this is not our kingdom. This is not our rest. All right. But Jake don't understand that. Jake is always in a punk ass, I love everybody spirit. When Esau don't give you no love back, man. Oh yeah, Romans 13:11, I believe. Let's get that real quick, because Jake don't understand what times we in, man. We in very, 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 very scary times. The Heavenly Father's not joking around, man. He's not playing around, man. Jake always thinks it's a goddamn joke. And it's a scary state to be in, man. I praise Yahweh every day for this truth, man. I pray that you continue to keep me on course and continue to push this word with truth and sincerity. All right, because that's the real thing, is to push with truth and sincerity. You gotta be sincere. Which through the Spirit, I pray the Lord continue to keep me in that sincere and humble spirit, man. You know. Yeah, it's another go. Oh yeah, and that knowing. Oh, Romans 10 and Romans 13:10. It says, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law." Okay, that's love, fulfilling the law. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. And we believe this. We know, we understand it through what? The prophecies. But the ones that are going to be awakened out of sleep is the hopeful elect. The Lord's going to continue to keep the 2/3 sleep, man, so they can just eat a missile. You know, and it's kind of harsh to say it that way, but it's actually the truth. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing. This is the truth, man. Jake get butthurt, man, when the truth is out. Have I became your enemy because I tell you the truth? So we got a lot of enemies, man, because Jake can't get down with this truth. This 100% truth, man. Can't get down with Revelation 13, verse 16. Can't get down with knowing Esau is so-called white man and they're going to get destroyed, utterly destroyed. Can't get down with America being destroyed. Can't get down with missiles. Can't get down with the Heavenly Father sending His Son back here to redeem the hopeful elect. They can't get down with none of that, man. So guess what? It's going to put you down, man. You know. Oh, did I? Yeah. Love working no ill to his neighbor. Yeah, and that's. Hey, man. Esau has been haven't shown us love, man. He showed us nothing but hate, man, and destruction. All right. But niggas still want to be here. Now let's go ahead and get this last couple scriptures out of Numbers, because Jake, like I said, Jake is ungrateful, man, very ungrateful. You know, complains to this day. All right, and the mix. Let's start at Numbers 11. In verse 5, it says, "We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely." You weren't free, all right? It may have been an illusion that you were free, but you was under the rule of the Egyptians, man. Pharaoh, all right? "We remember the fish in which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing else besides this manna before our eyes." And manna is has everything that you need in the ingredients. All right, niggas still complain, man. They complain all the way coming out of Egypt, man. The Lord has done a great delivery to get you out of Egypt under the hands of Pharaoh. But all you did was complain. We remember what we did. We remember what the food we ate. Niggas, man, niggas are ungrateful. And now now there's no new thing under the sun. It's going to happen all over again. The return of Yahushua, he's going to get his men and his few sisters out of this destruction, man. But you still got niggas complaining about everything, man. Niggas still gonna complain. They're gonna complain until the missiles hit, man. And that's like I said, that proves that we're the Israelites, man. Yeah, man, it's just always complain. I mean, we can continue, but that was the point, man. You know, the point is, Jake got Stockholm syndrome. He loves this slave master, especially the woman. Y'all, man, I don't have to go into the woman, because they gonna get with the program either way. All right, only time they're gonna get with the program is when we in our power seat, man. Right now, Esau's in his power seat, so the woman is always gonna get with the program who's in power. So, you know, fuck the woman over on this side, man. You know, but you know, I'm gonna close out. You know, I want to say the water, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Kawakakudash. I want to say call halal, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashim Kakudash. Double honors be to the Palestine elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elders, while Akim of GMS, men that are like them, that is pushing his word with truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect, while Bod Babal. Shalom, Akim.